How's it going, everybody? I hope you're all doing well. Right, in this video I'm going to show you how to make a very easy and extremely tasty puff pastry fish bake. So let's get into it. Now for this particular recipe I'm using tuna. You can use your favourite fish if you want to, whether that be cod, bass, mackerel or the lesser spotted ermine trout. It is totally up to you. I'm using tuna for this particular one. So what will you need? Obviously I've got tuna there. There's 2 tins of tuna there, some sweet corn, some full fat or whole milk as you call it, some garlic puree. You can use freshly pressed garlic if you want to. It is totally up to you. I'm not going to be coming around your house and shouting through the letterbox, don't you worry about that. Some petit pois peas. I've got a quarter of a pint, I should say, of flour. Keep things simple, you know, everyone's got a pint glass in their house, and there's a quarter of a pint of plain flour in there. Salt, pepper, and some spring onions, butter, and of course your puff pastry or flaky pastry. Ready rolled. Now you can make your own if you want to. It is totally up to you, not a problem, but for simplicity, just buy this from your local store, supermarket, corner shop, wherever. Works perfectly. So the first thing that I want to do is lightly fry off the spring onion with about ½ a teaspoon of garlic. So you don't need too much garlic because you don't want it to be too overpowering. So I'm going to fry off the onion and the garlic, and then we'll get to making the fish sauce itself. So let's go over to the Flame-O-Vator and get started. Okay, so here we are. So I'm just lightly frying off the garlic and those spring onions. Smells good. Always does smell good, doesn't it, garlic and onion, when you fry it off. Very nice. But the one thing about garlic, you see, it starts to pop and splatter, and when it lands on your hand, it hurts. So yeah, there we go. So next I'm going to add the butter and the flour, but first I'm going to melt that butter down. So let me just go over and get it. It's about 2 ounces of butter in there. Come on, you know you want to. There you go. There we go. There we go. So I'm just going to melt that butter, and then we'll start adding the flour and a little bit of salt and pepper to make the sauce. Now that does smell nice. Just turn the heat up a little bit, because adding that cold butter just drops that temperature down. So I'm just going to bring that temperature back up a little bit. There we go. Lovely. Now when you add the flour, just do it gradually, like a roux. You know what I mean? So get the flour and just put a little bit in there. Stir that in. So you are going to add milk as well, so don't worry too much if it starts to get a little bit lumpy. You will get that. But just keep on top of it. just a little bit more, and I'll add some milk. It's one of these ones where there isn't an exact science to it, you just put a little bit as you go along. If you haven't tried these fish bakes before, then I urge you to give them a go, because they're absolutely beautiful and really easy to do. Oop. So yet again, adding that cold milk just drops that temperature down. So I'm just going to increase the gas just a little bit, just a little bit. So you're starting to get that nice creamy colour. A little bit of flour. See, if you're going to do a bigger batch, then obviously you can just make as much of this as you want. A little bit more butter maybe, and just keep on top of it. Until it all starts to come together and form a nice creamy sauce. And then I'll add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, just for that background seasoning. So I'm going to carry on doing this to save your boredom until I get that nice creamy sauce, and then we'll start adding all our little bits in there, our tuna, sweet corn and peas, and then we'll get on to rolling out that pastry. So I'll carry on with this, and within a blink of an eye I'll be back. And here we are. That is your sauce. Now at this stage, if you wanted to, you can add a little bit of cheese, some grated cheese. I know some recipes do it, some don't. Totally up to you. But at this stage, if you wanted to add some grated cheese, yeah, it's up to you. Anyway, quick tip, you know it's done, because if you drag your spoon through the middle, it takes a while for that to all come back together. So you know you've got the perfect consistency. So now I'm going to add the tuna. The sweet corn, not too much, and some of the peas. There we go, and slowly mix them together. I've still got it on a low heat for the time being, but once this is all mixed in, I'm just going to let cool a little bit whilst we're doing our pastry, which won't take long because it's already done for us. So just fold that in. Does smell very good even at this stage. You can season as you like. If you like a little bit more black pepper or a little bit more salt, now's the time to do it. I've already added the pepper and the salt. Season to taste, I think is what they say, and it's season to taste. So that is pretty much all mixed in. Fantastic. If you want to add a little bit more sweet corn or some more peas, yet again it's totally up to you. But you want to get the right balance, you see. And there you go. So I'll just give that a little taste. Bear with me. Here we go. Very nice indeed. Very, very nice. I think it could do with a little dash of more pepper. So I put a little bit of, got black pepper here, and mix that in. And I think at this stage we are done. Are you following me? Easy, isn't it? Really is. You'll love them, trust me. Okay, we'll turn the gas off. Let's go back over that side and start doing our pastry. So, well, let's do that. Okay, here we are. So, got the pastry out the box, rolled it out. I've got my trusty pizza cutter and just cut it into sections. I have already done one, jumping the gun. And then all you do, pop that out the way, place it down. I've got the mixture here, smelling fantastic. Let me just put some of that mixture onto that pastry. Now you don't want to put too much on, because when you come to crimp the edges, I'll show you how to do that in a sec, you'll have it all squashing out the sides. So just evenly put some on, like so, and then just fold it over like that, and get yourself a fork. Ta-da! As if by magic. And just gently go down the edges. Just make sure that's covered up. You will get some come out the sides, but don't worry about that too much. And just to create that seal all along the pastry. Easy to do, like that. Now before these go in the oven, there you go, before these go in the oven, what I'm going to do is a basic egg wash. That's one egg and a little bit of milk, just to coat the outside of that pastry. You can just use milk if you want to, absolutely fine, or a little bit of water, that'll work just as good. So I'm going to carry on, do the rest of these, pop them on a baking tray, coat them, and then we'll carry on from there. So I'll carry on doing these, and I'll get back to you with a blink of an eye. So that's them done. Now, as I said, I've got some an egg wash there, so it's one egg, just a little bit of milk. You can just use milk if you want to, or bit of water, just to coat the outside of those pastry pockets. And then they are going to go in the oven, 200 degrees, for about 25 to 30 minutes. Obviously ovens do vary, so just keep your eye on them. What I'm using is an electric fan assisted, so obviously whatever oven you're using, just keep your eye on them. There we go. Give them a nice coating. I'll finish up these, pop them in the oven, and I'll get back to you. Are you following me so far? Easy, isn't it? Really is. But so good, so tasty. Passes the time, which is why I do it. I do enjoy cooking. Passes the time. It's good to learn, good to show as well. And I think that's why I like it as well. Right, I'll carry on finishing these off, pop them in the oven, and I will get back to you. So I'll catch you within a blink of an eye. And here we are, time does indeed fly, so let's take them out of the oven. Here we go. Oh wow. Yes indeed. Let's get the others. Careful as I do it. There we go. Whoop. There we go. Watch the fingers. Fantastic. Wow. Oh yes. Okay, let's take you off here. And there you go. Those are your tuna puff pastry bakes. Don't they look absolutely fantastic and smell really, really good? So yeah, if you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Even better, click that subscribe button, it would mean the world to me. And I will catch you on the next video. Oh, nice.